Yes, your question is? What is your question? No, I mean like I just asked who not finished the assignment. 5,000 for who not finished. How many?
For all the requirements, all.
Just finish, I mean like finish the minimum requirement. Who not finished? Really? So I should give you 5,000 of the gift. Yeah. I see. Okay, so any trouble or any problem with math? Without reduction and without Twitter API? Anything else? Yep, sorry. Without Twitter, without yep and without reduction. Anything else?
What I had wasn't maybe so some example when we use the immutation immutable variable. The example with
Why? Where will you use this in the assignment too?
because when I use
Mm.
The existing variable before I change the date, the data inside that, and you use I do long the existing one, and I change with the new data. Because,
so you cannot change, right?
Yes, because the root in here that is they said that we need to use the immutable variable.
But by the way, any people have same problem with it? Okay, after class, I will show you how to do it. Because I think in this class, nobody mapped that. It's okay. After class, come to me. I will show you how to do it. So before we go forward to homework 3, I will show you the best one. So can somebody tell me who made it? Who is the owner? You? This is yours? Are you sure? Can you prove something? For example, can you prove? Just give me one size. That's proven. This is your homework. What? Can you say louder? Really? I don't think so. This is a Jack homework. What he sent to me. It's okay? Are you sure? No? Nice. Now he's not sure. Okay, anyway, if you're not sure, okay, I don't give a present to you today. If you're sure, I will give you, okay? I will give you present.
Yeah, but one more I have trouble the review section, how to explain the animation.
Can he do it? Wait a second, let's see this example. Can he do it? We can follow him. Okay. But why we have a lot of questions and I don't see too much question on the channel? Okay, the thing is, today we go home, write down all the question, all the thing, even the animation, when click and how to do it. Please list down all the things. Okay, because if I answer all the things today, we will miss the class maybe because I take time to explain and showing something. Okay, promise? Go home, before take a shower, before kiss your girlfriend, open Slack, write that on your worksheet. Okay? Okay. So this is the, I have taken a look on, Jack have taken a look on the assignment and he decided this is the best one and I agree on him. So welcome. This is Jun assignment. Jesus. This is your assignment that you don't know. Oh man. Okay, here is the repository of Jun. You can take a look on his assignment and maybe we can learn something new. Okay. Nobody tried to implement this? Like this, like the map view with the information? No one? Have you ever tried? Nothing? Should try it because they have implement all the things for you, just load the data. That's it. Okay, we go back to the assignment today. Twitter. Anybody here know Twitter? Silent is me no, from my understanding. Really? Nobody knows Twitter? Wow. You know Twitter, right? Really? What is Twitter? Oh. Just this? Okay. Me too. I had no idea about Twitter, but they provide the API. Just that. We use it only. Okay. We come here not to learn what is Twitter. Just use this. So before we go further on React Native project, I will share with you one thing. This is an iOS application, not React Native. But please do one thing. Show to the iOS class, you can use React Native and make it look better. Can we? No. Really, can we? Because I cannot hear anything. This means like, no, I cannot. See, it's pretty easy. See, just navigation only. That's it. See? So we can do, basically we can do, even we can do better and faster. Come on. We finished Yep API, we can finish that. So Twitter is just something similar, but a little bit complicated because they have more screen and go back and go forward. And they combine with the handler menu. Okay? You can do it, right? Oh, Jesus. It's okay.
I can just say a few words. So the point of this class is to try to build apps, like any app you see. Sorry, I'm a little sick. Is to build any app on iOS. So when we see Twitter, it's a very real app. You know, Twitter is a big company. But we think you can build something very similar in just 1 week. So it's a little bit more complicated than Yelp. So Bao's going to go over some things. But we think after you finish this app, there's almost no app you cannot build. So that's why the next step, this is the last homework assignment. And after this homework assignment, you'll start working on your final projects. So I'll ask you to form groups of 3 people, 2 to 4, usually 3 people. And you'll build your own app from scratch. But if you can do everything, everyone that finishes this application, we think has the ability to make any application.
So the final prize, if you win the demo day, within 1 billion, okay? Around billion. Yeah. Around that. So try your best from now, okay? You only have 4 weeks, right?
Yeah, I can talk a little bit more about that. So we just, the date, so I think it's August 12th. Sorry, I'll forward the exact date. It's going to be on a Saturday. So who here has been to demo day? I know Min has and Koi has. Who's been to Corderschool demo day before?
Demo day, have you ever stayed there? Okay.
It's really exciting.
A lot of celebrity meet them and a lot of famous people there. So you should be there one more time before you die, okay? Very famous.
It's on August 12th.
August 12th. So Saturday, August 12th. Can everyone come here on Saturday, August 12th? You're not going to be here?
Yeah.
When do you leave?
When?
I think first.
Oh, Jesus.
That's right. No one's going to want to be your teammate. Who will not be here on August 12th? Saturday, August 12th. Please reserve that date in your calendar.
Yeah.
It's a really fun event. It's the whole.
Do you think you want to meet Hoàng Thùy Linh for one time? No? For hai ba Mỹ Tâm? Huh? Yeah, of course, me there. Because the only reason I go there because I want to meet Mỹ Tâm and Hoàng Thùy Linh, just that. So please take your time and reservation your calendar and go there. Okay?
So
Do
yeah.
we have Phạm Hương?
What? If you want, I can invite you.
On Thursday we'll do a little bit more with we'll try to form groups on Thursday. So we'll ask you to form groups. This class ended up being a little bit small, so it will be easy to find groups, I think. That's one reason that we show you the best homework assignment every week. So now those people will be the most popular to be in groups. On Thursday we'll tell you more. So that demo day will also not be only for this class. It's also shared across all our other classes. So we'll have your presentations, we'll have Ruby on Rails, iOS, and Android. And it's really, the test is, hopefully the React Native projects look as good, if not better, than the iOS and Android projects. I'm really excited to see how that looks.
I share with you one thing before the final project. To make this kind of application, it takes a lot of time. But with React Native, very short time to finish. So the winner on the React Native, yes, we can do it.
So yeah, we'll share more details, but generally the format is that you'll have a table. So you'll stand at a table and we'll bring people by. So we do have celebrities, musicians, they're tech celebrities. We'll come by and you'll present to them for a few minutes. And then we'll ask the finalists to go on stage and present to everyone. We usually have about 100 people in the audience, 50 to 100 people in the audience. So it's a good chance to also practice your public speaking. You have actually one very good resource here. So in this room, there already are actually two people who are former champions of Demo Day. And they won big prizes. One person won here, won an Apple Watch. Very nice. When it was brand new, like we just came out. Right?
Apple Watch too, right?
When it was new. Another person won part of a $1,000 grand prize. So I'll let you guys figure out who the people, who's the person who won that prize. But there's two people here.
Easy. React Native can do all the things, anything. So, okay, right?
Yeah.
We go back to the React Native. Today I will show you one thing. You remember the last time we used the Facebook SDK, right? How do you feel? Is it complicated or simple or easy to use? Simple, really? No, I will show you today. You can finish own kind of application, own kind of authentication within 30 minutes. Okay?
30 minutes, a long time. Why is it taking so long? Why it takes so long?
You can see here, they have many kind of authentication. They have combined in one module. I can show you how to do it, but a little bit tricky. We can show you how to do it. See? Facebook authentication, Twitter, Google. Okay. Let's start with something new. By the way, any people willing to sit here to do something? I will show you how to do it, but try some new feeling rather than stay and watch. Or I can pick one of you. Oh, Silent Night. Do you have Silent Night song? Okay, it's assignment 3 homework. Okay, before we go further, yeah, it's pretty easy today. By the way, I have a big file. We still have this. We still what? Still without the net. Okay. By the way, anybody here try the homework 3 before the class?
Every one person.
Who? Had you successful with Twitter authentication? Jesus. What do I do here? I don't know. By the way, any people willing here to help me a bit? Any people come here and try to show your talent? Because you say you finished the Twitter authentication. Pretty easy, right? Who? Okay. If any people stay here, you have a big gift before you leave class today. Charlie will give it to you. Secret. Keep it secret. It's better. Who come? But remember, you have to do on both platforms. Okay, not only Android or iOS. Okay. Any people here? Jung? You say you finished? I remember just 5 minutes ago you raise your hand, you say to me you finished. Mistake, right? Android only, huh? Okay. Just try with iOS. You want? I'll come here to try. To understand the hot chair, how do I feel when I stay here? So cool. Great feeling. Okay, wait a second. Let the application finish. V? You want to get the prize today? Create native app. Okay. How about, but it's okay, but how about the Twitter authentication? What? You call REST API and you don't use deep link.
When you involve internet different
You can say by Vietnamese, okay. I see. I do not prefer you this way because like you will not understand how the deep link do it and how the React Native works. You create React Native app still good enough, but from my viewpoint, should start with something more simple. Okay. Really? Okay, let's try. Let's see. Okay, let's try. Okay, before I go further, let's prepare a bit. See. Okay. What? Really? Okay, we finished something basic about React Native. Uh, let's try with its magic component. Because like you can do it super fast. From my viewpoint, you can try anything you want. Because the requirement is you have to have the printer authentication. I don't care whatever you want to use. So this is my proposal. So you follow it or not, it's okay. But you can follow to the way. It's okay. Okay, try to install something. I will show you some tricky because like in the future when you're working more and more with React Native class app, you have to learn how to use the deep link and how to configuration in the iOS project and Android project. This is the most important thing. Like you cannot do all the thing with the Atom or Nuclei only. Okay. And basically I will show you how to fix the bug because if you follow exactly what they say, completely wrong. So don't trust what people write. Try. I will show you. Because like the thing is, if you follow all the instruction here, it doesn't work. The way you show how to do it, you have to open the sample and try to build it on your phone, and you will see it's work or not. Because somehow there are mid update from the instruction here and the example. Okay, from my viewpoint, in this case, just open these links. See, they provide a short example. Some place they are different with the instruction here. Yeah, that is React Native. Wait a second, why my Samsung Note 7 doesn't work? Hey, go. And by the way, Your assignment, who you max 1, 2, 3. Your assignment still both on both version or only one version? Only one version. Huh? Try to be on both versions to get familiar with Android or from if anybody using Windows, okay. But if anybody using Mac, by the way, only you ask your mom to buy a new MacBook, okay? I don't go to support the Windows laptop again. Okay, forget about the Android, it doesn't work. Okay, let's do some magic. And the thing is, we follow to the Twitter API. So we come to the Twitter with authentication and we create a new application. Okay, today the homework 3 assignment. Example. Website you can type whatever you want. Like for me, I do prefer try Google. It's okay. From here, this is the most important thing. If you don't put the contact URL, you cannot authentication with the Twitter. I will leave it empty here. I will show you why. Okay, when you finish, you will have the accept token. You can find here. Okay, so leave this up this. Okay, open Twitter and you can put any validator. Now, here the configuration for Android. So now we don't have Android, so we go with the iOS. Okay, this is the funny thing with iOS. So when you click on the links, they will give you the example how to configure some deep links. By the way, any people here know what is deep links? Don't know. The deep link, this look like this kind of link. This look like this, but the people use deep link for call another application or call something. Did I explain correct?
Basically, the main way people use deep links is to take an action in a particular app. So it's very common, for example, to send a push notification. So in Twitter, it could say, someone just retweeted your post. Then you press the button.
Yeah.
Instead of opening Twitter on the home screen, you should open and then go to that new post that someone tweeted. So it says deep link, it can link to things inside your application.
Yeah. So that's why we use the browser. We have this kind of link like HTTP, for example. But when we use application, we want to call another application. They have the links also. So that's why we call the deep link. We have to declare the link to the application. I will show you how to do it. But we follow here. They will show you how to create deep link. First of all, you will create an application and so on, and go here. This. We define something. This is quite important thing. If you define something wrong, it doesn't work. Okay, let's check with my application.
I have a question for now. Do you set any deep links necessary for authentication?
Yes, it's important because like the thing is, let me explain a bit. Why we use deep link in this and why the UI doesn't use deep link? Because in this kind of application, just take a look on this on the left side. On the left side, do you know what is it? Yes. What does it mean? Yes, and why? Huh? No. Actually, the thing is, when your application using deep link to call the browser, and the browser you put some information, and when the browser finishes, they will call back your application again with the information. Some people say they come back with the token. with the profile. That's it. You can see here, when you click on allow or something, then you open the application again, and also it will give you the information inside the comeback. So anything unclear here? Because the deep link, it looks like you, if we're familiar with the web browser, so we call something, they will respond for you the JSON, they will respond for you the whole website page. It's exactly with the application concept. We're using deep link to call some application, and some application they respond something, and we took that to put on our application. That's it. So anything unclear here? Because the deep link is the most important to make this kind of application work. If you define deep link were wrong, they cannot find the application to come back, so you cannot get the data. Okay, I will show you. Calm down. So we go here. We go to. Okay, let me remember. Yes, we have the URL type. Try to define something. So identifier, we can say okay, Twitter for fun. Okay, icons. Okay, don't have. Here the way to define the link. Normally we know like we can find like https:/google.com. This means you call the Google website, but in the deep link in the application, a little bit different. It just has string, the unique string between each application. For example, I say com.com. That's it. This is my unique string. This is my unique deep links. Okay, so I put this com.blah, for example, I just save, and I try to build the application again to see if any error happened, because I have changed something inside the application here inside the finish. Because the funny thing here is when you change something in the iOS project or Android project, normally when you build again, beautiful color, red color. So from my viewpoint, when you change something or you edit something, please remember, you know exactly what you are doing. Okay, don't try to change so much thing. Okay, let's see. This looks like nothing happened. In the Android, we have the same, but a little bit different. Let me open to show you how to do it. The document. Okay, we have the what we don't name. Wait a second. Homework 3. Okay. We add the Android project here. And by the way, just one more question. How do you feel when you build something, build your React Native project, and you get the red string? It means error string. You feel scared right now or still fine because you can fix that? How do you feel? Until now. Why you smile? It means it's okay, easy. Easy.
No.
No.
It is just one but it's many
yeah. This is one of the most difficult of React Native project, because when you build, they will return something very strange error. Even me, I never met before. Yep. So it's okay, let's enjoy. Okay. Okay, I will try the configuration a bit on the Android. You can see here, they will give you the how to configuration. Here were the links you put on the Android manifest. Okay, so just copy and go to the Android project and app and show and Android manifest. And remember, just copy and paste to correct tag. Okay, don't put something wrong. You see, we have an application tag here, we have activity here. So remember, put inside activity. Okay, we have application here, activity here. So remember, put here. Let me try to build this application by this. Wow. Okay, we have finished build the app and now start using this. Okay, we have the secret file here. Let's go to the example. Okay, forget about that. We can do it. We go here, import the project as usual. Here the thing quite important again because it depends on how many types of the authentication you want. So just put all, or you can put the star symbol here, or you can put one by one. But in case I just want to use Twitter only, so I just put the Twitter. Okay, save. This looks to work, right? Then I will copy all the function here. I will create a function called say button. I have on prep. Can you show me what do I do right now? This the login. Okay, and now here say login Twitter. I put here. But when you copy, be aware you are using the Google variable. So change to the Twitter. And next, the app ID and the comeback. Okay, the app ID you take here. And one more field, the app secret. The Twitter, they have the different thing. See? So they have the app secret field. So we go here to copy the app secret. Save. Button must be string. By the way, what is it? What? What happened with title? Nice. Good. By the way, can you take a look on this on my code? Do you know how to back game here? Like, are you sure when I did that, but this button, this work or not? What? Work or not? What? Deep link come back. What does it mean? String to what? Okay. You mean the deep link here, right? Okay. Are you sure it's work? I put here like this. Work or not? What? Any people here know how to play poker game?
We need to change the last to authorize.
What? Which one? Which one? Which line number? You need a line number now.
You need another slot after.
Where? This one?
Yes.
Slap?
In com bảo and that section.
You mean
And change to authorize.
authorize? Like this? Okay. Any people here? Let me lock. Okay. 50,000. You will get from me if I click the button, work or not. If you're sure with me. What?
Can you check the dashboard?
Okay, Twitter dashboard. What?
Detail.
Detail. Okay.
So click on the next settings.
Okay, setting. Whatever.
You need to put any kind of contact URL.
Come back URL here. What should I try here?
Anything.
Anything.
Google. Not just got the
Google not happy. Anything else?
it's okay.
This look like okay, right? Be confident. 50,000. Easy money. App delegate. Update what?
Yeah. Okay, I think I get it in
Huh? Really? We don't need anything here. See? Actually we don't need. You can follow, you can see all the instruction here. Did they mention anything about app delegate or something? See? Just, sorry. See, Twitter about the iOS. Nothing mentioned about app delegate or anything else. Just about the deep link only. Okay, let's go. Try to build again. I like this feeling because when I click, I see the red color, my favorite color. Okay, it's work or not? Oh yeah. See, the thing is when I click here, they will call the Safari or any default browser in your mobile phone. But when I click sign in, what next? Because at that time they will call your deep link to go back to your. Let me see if we can see any deep link information here. Okay, yeah, maybe we cannot because like they hash all the thing. Because the thing is, when you call the Twitter browser, they will have the callback API include the deep link. So when your site finish, they will use your deep link to go back to your application. If something wrong, you cannot call your application. Let me see. Okay, click here. Seems nothing happened. Hey, something wrong here. Okay, let's check. App secret ID. Come back. Let app authorize. Okay, correct. Okay, check copy here again. Let's see anything here. No, they don't have. They call something wrong. App delegate. What? Okay, let's check what I should put on app delegate. App delegate. Link application. See? Oh, I forgot to mention one thing. Right. Because on the beginning, they say up to follow one the deep link. Okay, anyway, just copy all the thing here. So you have the linking manager, put here. Second thing, you put the application here. Return yes. And try one thing. The library, is it happening here? Okay, so linking, try to do again. Really? Let's see. Okay, we do again. Try to finish authentication. Open. Yes. Finish. But the thing is, on the iOS we do it, but on the Android it's pretty simple. Just declare on the Android manifest and done. But remember, on the Android manifest, they have to have the same deep link. You have defined here, for example, in this case you define about, for example, you have to put here com.ls as well. When you copy, just remember that. Easy, right? Now we finish the Twitter API. Now we have all the thing, and the Twitter API quite sandwich yet. When they return, they will give you the token, and the next request just combine the token in your header code. That's it. Okay, let's do one more. Oh, a block. You want to take break? Take the break 5 minutes. Okay, take break 5 minutes. Okay, back again. So we go to DrawerNavigator. We go to demo. Okay. So from the demo here, normally we use your physical phone to scan the QR code. And what happens if with the emulator? So another way, like you can see the link here. So basically we can install by type the links. Okay, let's see. It's okay, quite crazy. I cannot copy. So the best way is type again. Okay, open. Yes. Now we build the whole React navigation example on the emulator. Crazy, huh? Okay, I will show you one by one. For example, here, here, and here. Actually, here they don't provide the example about Redux. You have to watch another example, but they have all the feature of the React navigation. So you can follow here and try to use. Go back. And here is the thing I will show you today, the hamburger menu. For example, you can see in my mouse, click here. And when I click here, I pull over, and I click here, dismiss. Okay? You do it now, try to implement this on your application. I will show another way for you to, this is the common way for you to learn any example of any application. So you don't need to install by export or something. Just the most important thing, open their GitHub, just that, and take a look all the thing. And normally people will name it example. So go to example, and we take a look on the navigation playground. Actually, when the navigation playground, they will build this kind of screen for you. So just go to JS. It's recording, right? And you can see they have drawer here. Just click on here and they have something for you. Okay. What do I do right now? Give me the hint. What? Say louder. Yes. Easy. What I did here, copy from the top.
Here. Talk about flow. I have a question. Why did it say flow at the very top?
What?
Why is there this comment that says at flow?
Flow? What?
Line 2.
Like flow. Ah! Any people here know about flow?
So I think 1 or 2 people.
Ah, you have background on the JavaScript, right? Say something. Okay, let's give 1 minute to research on Google. I have 1 minute for all of you have research on Google. What is flow? Be careful. If you say something wrong, I will punish you. Okay? 1 minute. Try to use that time. Flow. What is it? Yeah.
Flow is, I think it's a kind of,
Be careful.
JS combine
For what? Why? Why we need that?
you need to check the error system, the correct system in JavaScript.
It sounds correct. Yeah, actually, as we know, JavaScript, they have the crazy style. So we don't know. People can deal with the, for example, in this case, some example you can see we cannot put the semicolon here. Sometimes we put this, or sometimes we define something crazy, but it still works, right? But with Flow, they have to follow standard at any kind of the programming language like PHP, Java, or something else. They have to have the standard. So Flow helps us to make it look like professional, for example.
More than that, so like, there's also a tool called ESLint, which you guys should be running. That's for style. Flow actually enforces type checking, like you said. So when you use Flow, you can kind of scroll down on the functions. It should ask you for what the argument is. So you have to know that.
No, you don't have to.
So when you define a function that takes an argument, sometimes you can also define a type. So you can say this should take an object, it should take an array, and you can define whether it can be null or null, things like that. So it's to prevent mistakes from having not compile time type check. And that's the most important.
Okay. Go back to the how to run an example on your local machine. This is a very common way. Just copy all the things. You don't need to worry anything about what they writing inside here. Just try to copy anything. Copy on your project. Okay. pass here. It's okay. I save. One question. Do you think it's work or not? Ah, yeah. So what happened? So I don't have the React navigation. I need to install. And sample text. I don't need that. I just put everything I want here. Okay. React vector icon. This is the most famous things in the React Native, because like all the time, if you want to use some something like this, for example, custom file. For example, you can see on the bottom here. Somehow you need to use the icon, not the text only. So normally people will install the navigation. But the thing is, when you copy, see, when you copy, it shows some error. Take a look on that from on the top. Lee. So take a look on the top. So the first time they say, I don't have the React navigation, I have installed. But the next, they told me what? They told me React native vector icon unable to reload this module. This means they cannot find this module. So try to see here, and you see, this not appear on my application. Another way you can check, you can open the package.json. You can see here, your module will not appear here, so you need to install. Okay. And the thing is, several modules, after you install, you have to link. Anybody in here know what does it mean of links, React Native link? Any people know what does it mean? To what? Say louder. Yep. The thing is, several modules, you need to push something inside the native app. For example, you put in the iOS project or Android project. But you need to tell them to connect those things to the React Native. So the React Native link just the mapping to you. Let I show you when you install React Native links, they will install several things for you. For example, I will show you the visual. The first thing, for example, in the beginning, they don't have this module. If you run the React Native link, they will create this folder for you and put on the file. So small. Because they will put on the phone name here, the phone name here. Normally, if you don't run React Native link, no name here, and they cannot work. So remember. And after that, you need to build it again. The different thing between the native app and React Native app, anything you change on the native app, you have to build it again. React Native app doesn't need. So in this case, the same. You had changed something in the native app, so you have to build it again. Okay? Wow, see, this works. So what do I do? Just click here and open. That's it. Okay, this doesn't work. Okay, let's try. Maybe I'm missing something. It's okay. It's just kind of the yes. Maybe they on this December they don't have. That's okay. Now, almost you have finished 80% of the homework 3. Only 20%. Just put the data from the Twitter API into the application. So you can follow the my video tutorial here, and you finish 80%. Okay. easy. So please finish the homework 3 before deadline. See, I only take about around 2 hours to finish whole thing. Super fast.
Integrated with navigation.
What?
Integrated with navigation.
Yes, we have to.
You.
Now? No, later. Because it's so complicated. So let people try to use it. Because like before that, I actually let me show you one thing. We have the because before that I give you the React navigation on the Slack channel. I have integration on the thing Redux with the React navigation, so you can use this as your templates and change something and put something. It saves your life pretty easier. Okay. And let's see anything else. No, because all the things we just follow here were the Twitter API and React Navigator. Okay, we don't use this. Let me remove that because before the last class we don't have the React navigation, so we have to use this component to support the hamburger menu. You can see it on this. But now we use React navigation. They have support for the Crawler menu, so we don't need to use this component anymore. But anyone here want to try something new, can install that. It's okay. Let's try something new. Think different. Okay. Twitter API done. React Native Crawler done, and authentication done.
How does the drawer? Is a drawer a view on top? Where does drawer live in routes?
Live in
navigation. So you open drawer.
Yep.
How does that navigation work? Do you know?
Okay, let me see. Explain here. Okay. See, okay.
So right now, if you click inbox, is it inbox?
Yep. Oh no, yeah, we can click inbox, then we go to another. But here they don't put any action here.
How come it doesn't work?
Just example. I just copy from the example.
But you wrote the screen thing here, right? It should say something. Isn't this the code you're running right here?
Where?
This code is running. This file you have open. This is the code, right?
Yep.
So how come it's not showing inbox screen or draft screen?
Okay, here they have the create a kind of the component. This kind of component. So in the component they have the something. It's so crazy here. Let me try that. Okay, open the trawler. When we open the trawler, the navigator to trawler open. Wait a second. It's okay. When we wow, wait. Why is what? Trawler open. Okay, this kind of component of the navigation, React navigation, and okay, just try this. Click inbox, material icon, and
So click inbox.
click inbox. No, there's
Now
not.
open drawer again.
Yeah, the open
drawer.
drawer
Click
again.
on open drawer.
Okay.
Click on open drawer.
Open drawer.
So one thing that does change is the highlight.
Actually, this kind of the property of the React navigation.
No, but I mean, one thing that is working is how do we get the highlight of the button? So right now inbox is pink.
Yeah, this
Click on drafts.
This will change. They will come to the draft screen, and we have the inbox screen here, for example, and
So that's cool. It's
yeah,
working.
it's working. It's crazy. Like we can put something new here. Because like when we navigation, we can put something we call, for example, block here. Nice. Yes, it's an easier way to hack something. Try. So cannot find variable text here. So put text here. So when I click navigator, this. Okay, I'm trying to debug. Okay, we put some debug here. Price nothing. When we click here, it's they're not about the property here. Okay, let's check. Stay. Name inbox, they have the name, then I go back. I forgot. They put all the thing in the redoc. So if you need to get it, you have to use redoc to put it out. Right. Okay. Okay. Let's resort on that. So it's okay. To navigate. Prop. Okay. Let me resort on that. Go back to why this work. Because like you can try it on the example here. You can see they call the inbox screen, and they have the inbox option, and they have draft screen, and in the draft screen they return something. For example, like let me try to do something here. Here we put the inbox screen, for example. View is not defined in draft screen.
Go up, import view. Import view.
Oh, so weird.
Works.
From the beginning, nothing.
It works right there. It says draft.
Yeah, this draft. Because from the beginning, why they call it draft? Because this was default, right? Maybe this was default. That's why we need to show. I got the code. Because like we need to, they have called my main screen was the component, and the component will load the button. This button will call the drawer open. That's it. And when the drawer open, in the drawer they have the navigator. The navigator will contain all the information.
So in real life, we would have a bar that would always stay the same on every page, right?
Yeah, in the same page. So we can put on the stay. Maybe we can put on the stay to get it out. It's another way. But for my viewpoint, the React Native navigation, you Redux, put on the thing on the Redux. It's better.
How do we do that here?
We need to change here. We need to add the mapping, define some Redux, and connect, and import the Redux navigation, React Redux.
Can you do it? We have 24 minutes.
No. It takes time. Okay. It takes time a bit. Let I do a example and we'll send to people later.
No, do it now. I mean, do you have other things to talk about?
Okay, so let me
I
try.
think people can help you. I think they can help.
Orange.
We can do it together. I don't also know. But I think this is the more interesting thing about copying and pasting code is not interesting about.
Okay. Because
Actually,
somehow
fixing it
I
is
still
more
not
interesting.
familiar with the duck navigation. Okay, so we forget something. Oh shit, we need to implement a lot of things for that. Man, not now, man. Okay, let's see final solution.
What is a drawer? So DrawerNavigator is what is DrawerNavigator? Is that it finds all
This
the
kind of
buttons?
the property of the React navigation.
So you have a path for everything here.
Yeah,
Can you add one other button maybe just as a first step?
like show another page. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can. Something. In the setting, we're gonna setting screen. In here, we define the constant light. Here we don't need to follow them. We can just use this. So fast. For example, in here we have the drawer part. We have the setting part. We have the drawer setting navigation. We need define the setting screen navigation option. I see. We have the draw label default here. Draw icons. Okay. Yes. What?
The label, I think you missed.
The settings, yeah. Settings not you made a typo in the
So down the settings draw label there is right,
Yeah,
but
right.
down when you define it in the path, it's there.
72.
You
72.
know the set.
The setting is up there. Oh shit.
That's right.
Okay, open drawer setting. Yeah, we can find a view. Yeah. Setting screen must be return. Yeah, it's come here.
Parenthesis, bracket.
What?
36 changed from curly to round.
To
Sau cái mũi tên, cái ngoặc chồng thay vì ngoặc curly bracket.
Change to parenthesis.
This is returning an moment.
no, I don't think so. Yeah.
So in JavaScript actually, so that if you do a parenthesis like this, it automatically returns whatever happens. That's the difference between. You can only return one view. You can't return two views.
So if you put a curly bracket, you need to write return.
Yeah, you need to write return.
You need to put what you return in the parentheses. When you write return, you have to put like parentheses in. Because
No, you
sometimes I
don't
have
have
to.
to. You don't have to. I mean, it depends on the statement, but usually. If you have like and, then you do have to. So you would return the first thing first.
Setting different page.
Okay. So how would you structure this? So I think this is actually a good example. So you have the different screens, but in the Twitter app, we'll want to kind of have the same menu in every screen, right?
Yeah, we
So how do I get the same drawer all the time?
same draw all the time.
I guess like, or I don't know, like how do we, when we build the app, we're gonna have like a header with this button. There's actually gonna be a button here. We're gonna have an open drawer, right? The sign out, home, new, screen. Right? How are we gonna have? Where are we gonna put the hamburger menu?
This, for example, like we put on the header here, right?
Okay.
We have the header, and in the default, we have the one thing here. Here we should have the default header.
Yeah. So one very simple thing we can do is we can just show a header on every screen.
Yeah, every screen. So we
I don't know if that's. I don't think that's the best way, but we could do that.
Yeah. But let's try.
I think there's two options. We can have either a header on every screen, or we can have like a container components for everything.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, so this is another way. You can import in any component here, like header, for example. Maybe they will give you the header. From the header here, I can type something like class header. This thing.
React stop component. Oh wait.
Yeah, header here. Margin. For example, this have header, so we can put on any page.
And then I think the tricky thing is, how do we get maybe in the header, we'll want to do things like say what screen you're on. So if you go back to the mockup in the homework, you open the assignment page. So if you scroll up on Twitter, it says home here. And if you click on a tweet, maybe that title should change. It should say tweet or compose new tweet, or if you hit new, or something else should happen. So how do we show the title?
We have the action. In the header, we have the action inside the header. We can put the component or the function inside.
Can you show the title of the page in the header right now?
Okay, let me show you one thing.
I don't think we even need Redux for this. If you go back here, go back to the homework, the browser or the editor, Adam. So do we have anything here about what the current page open is?
About what?
How do we say inbox on inbox screen, or drafts on draft screen in our header? Because I imagine our header will have like button here, title here, something else here. How do we get the title to show here?
Yeah. They have the thing called the. Let me show some people how to do show on that. And we have the header. So configuration header. In the header, we can define all the things, the button or something. Just put the static navigation option.
Can you integrate this header?
Yeah. So let me put one like here. Wait a second.
So there's a good problem here.
Yeah, problem here
because header is only available for Stack Navigator.
Yeah, that is a problem.
There's a reason why. So the reason why this is going to be a problem, one reason why the hamburger menu is not popular actually in common apps is if we keep it on the left side like we have in our app, then we cannot put a back button there. Because if there's a back arrow, then where does the hamburger icon go? It's actually poor user interface. So one basic user interface principle is that buttons should stay in the same place on every page, especially navigation. That's why Stack Navigation and Hamburger Menu are a little bit complicated together. But in our example, if you want to stick with Hamburger Menu, because we can have, if you use tabs at the bottom, so tab navigation, then you can have Hamburger Menu oftentimes, because you don't have push. You usually just use tab navigator instead of Stack Navigator. In our case here, we won't use the header built into React Navigation because we won't use, I don't think you should use Stack Navigator for this assignment.
I think it should you to
Tab navigate.
let me familiar because
Tab.
somehow it's difficult.
But here, there's a very easy step you can do. Is you can just type in the header, take a prop,
What?
header option. So how do we make it take a prop? So like,
Like
what we call
whatever,
it.
like for example, you can put navigation inside, for example,
you don't even need navigation.
like prop or something. In the old school way, we can put other things.
There's a simple, there's a very simple way to do this. Let's take a look. So this is maybe the better way to do it. We can say title equals right,
Okay.
and then what was the other one here? Title equals sentence.
Something.
And then how do we show that?
Here we put the we have the property in here. We can constant data, for example. No, because we have the thing called title. Prop. Because all the thing inside the header here will come prop. So basically we can put prop here. So just type title. That's it. Setting and where you put that. Okay, prop, right? Inbox. Home. Okay. So home. No, should not put here. Yeah. Because like two kind of the different inbox. Okay, let me separate to exactly with the setting page. For example, the setting page to the inbox, for example. Okay, the magic go here, inbox, they have the inbox. And the setting, they have the setting page, for example. This is another way to send the property via the component. You can put all the things inside the header here. It kind of the send the property inside the component. Okay, something, I think it's okay now. Go back, open Prowler, inbox, the setting.
Drafts, that's okay.
But I don't know why this does not work.
We didn't do it for drafts. That's okay. You didn't put a header on drafts.
Yeah. Yeah, actually we can follow here because I have this pre-element only thing for us here. So just one thing I don't know why it doesn't work from it doesn't work also. Huh? Why I cannot?
It's because your component is too small.
Yeah, maybe.
So if you scroll from the top, then you can do it. Above the go back button.
Back.
So I think your component probably stops here. So up here you can drag it. But down here there's no object. This is all blank space.
I see.
Oh no, so it works. Never mind. I don't know. Maybe you can't drag.
It can be the property that the Drawer they support. Just try it at home. So let's go back on the assignment for us. We have the Twitter API, Drawer, hamburger menu. That's it. And somehow, if you want to try this kind of component, just try to do it.
Yeah. So there's. I think you can look at this. You have a. Okay, actually, we do have a stack navigator. I don't know.
Stack navigator, yeah.
Does everyone know how to pop up a modal like this? So when we pressed new tweet, it made a new screen pop up from the bottom to the top. How do we do that? Nodding. So how do we do that? How do we do that? How do you make a screen pop in from bottom to top? So this behavior here. Where'd it go? So we have new button here. When you press it, something goes from the bottom to top, covers the screen. It's called a modal, M-O-D-A-L. How do we do that?
In the React navigation, they support for this kind of the screen transition. Let me take a look on that because I don't remember exactly which kind of the property, but they have like something like this. See, like this. Go back, like this. It's okay. This kind of the model. What they say? Come on. This kind of the model stack example. Okay. They support all the things first, so we don't normally the React they support the model, but now we can use with the React navigation.
So it's called a modal, so that's one thing to do. Actually, there's a lot of modals in this application. So there's one here, but also if you hit, if you click on a thing, this is, okay, sorry, this is a push.
Yeah.
That's a modal. I think the other thing that's very difficult about this one is things like this. So clicking here, so it's a very small point, but you should make it turn, you should retweet, turn green. One common thing you should do here, so this is when Redux gets very, very useful. So if you, on iOS, this is very difficult actually. So you hit retweet, there's a number next to it saying how many people have retweeted. So now it's 2, or if you press it, it should do 3. And when you press here and then hit enter, go into the detail, you have to show the right number in both places. But generally in UI, when you press retweet, you change it immediately. So you usually do, it's called optimistic, it's a very simple idea, but you assume it will succeed and you show that UI immediately. And then when the API comes back, if there's an error, then you change it back to not retweeted. So you make it green immediately. And so keeping track of all these things across different screens can be very complicated. But Redux is a good example, good way to make that very simple. Because you keep all your data in one place. But on this homework, I think the most challenging thing is keeping these hearts and retweets in sync.
So it's just try at home and just check one thing and keep the heart on each cell. They have the separate. See in this demo, you can see like when I click something, the heart only appear on one cell. This does not affect to all.
Right.
How to do it? It's a little bit tricky. Not tricky, but let you understand more how component in the React Native work, because you have to understand how component work. Yep, I think so. Okay. So you want to talk anything about the final project?
I don't think so. I think we have 5 minutes left. So just as a preview for next session, so we have another lab experiment. What's our lab for Thursday?
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Let's check. Let me remember.
We're actually sorry. We're off on weeks, so it'll be week 4's lab. It'll be a push notifications lab. So we talked a little bit about deep linking today. That may also help you with push notifications. So this is how in your apps you may have like in Twitter, for example, if someone followed you, a little notification comes from the top of your screen. This is very important in most apps. So you learn how to do that. It's another very tricky thing to set up. Also very different between Apple and Android, but it's similar to authentication in that sense.
Yeah.
But also another thing that you should get ready for on Thursday is we'll also have a quick session to talk about what you want to work on for your final project. So hopefully that many of you already have ideas for apps you'd like to build. So I think there should be an app that does this, that does this. On Thursday we can show you a few examples of apps in the past that have 1 demo days.
Yeah.
And we can kind of give you some advice as well. So next week, work on lab, a little bit of project stuff. And then after this homework, this Twitter homework, like I said, is the last homework assignment. Because after this, you can do anything. So weeks 5, 6, 7, and 8, we'll give you a different homework assignment that's related to your project. So week 5 will be coming up with user stories and wireframes. We'll talk more about that next week. And then from that, we'll check in on your progress on your project. I think this, like the second half of the class for me is much more fun than the first half of the class. Now you get to work on something real that you care about. So people often work a lot. Yeah. Next week, I'll show you Bao's winning project. So
Really?
Bao, I said there are 2 people here that won Corderschool Demo Day grand prize. Bao is one of them. The very, very first Corderschool Demo Day 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
He was first place. You can show them the app.
Yeah, I will show you the Apple Watch one. I still not use that. I still not keep it for my memory. So, find any question? Raise your hand.
The other thing I like to say too, sorry, I have one more thing to say. So we're going to be very strict, very strict about this upcoming homework. So I know this homework, sorry, if we've had some things we need to update, but I've never had a class. We had so many people. I think in Corderschool, this is the first time so many people have been late on assignments. So usually we're very serious. Anyone who's been to Corderschool, so Hoi, Min, and Bao can attest. So usually if you are more than a day late, we kick you out of class immediately. There's no, like, sorry, you didn't finish everything. We'll be very clear. So especially, we'll be a little more lenient here because we're still working through the material. This is very new for us too. But especially for those of you, I have 3 people that weren't complete on homework 2. I'm going to be especially tough on you guys for homework 3, making sure that you get everything. So start now. You've already showed him everything to do on Twitter, right?
Yeah,
So,
just try your best, and because like the thing is, React Native somehow it's difficult, but somehow it's easy. Somehow, I'm not say 100%, but like if you want to get it familiar with, you should spend more time and see more the beautiful red screen. If you see more this, you will be love React Native. I will hop in the next week. I will show you more how powerful of React Native and what can React Native really can do. By the way, if you can practice at home, you can try the iMessenger application. This is kind of iMessenger. I will show you how the socket working with the React Native, and they can see you how when you're typing, your friends see that. Yeah, you can try this. Intruct this work to try. For example, this kind of the demo. See if I see here, and the application. See this on the web, completely on the web. But this is an application. They listen something, they do something crazy. Intruct it. Okay.